Boom. We are live, and it's Saturday, July 30th, 2022. I'm Steven Sersky, folks. Welcome. This here is a little bit of a weekly wrap up of the things that went on my audio blog throughout the week here in Beijing, China. Recorded all episodes, no surprise, Monday to Friday. You can actually find all these archives and show notes on my website, stevensersky.com. That's where I post all the links and everything. Now, this week, I did talk a lot about, I'm looking here on July 25th. What was it? It was uploading or upgrading, downloading 3 decks for Anki Droid flashcards. That was the big thing I was working on this past week, is making sure that I could access a lot of the same stuff for my Chinese study materials, specifically a vocab. So here is my current Anki Droid setup here. You'll see I have a bunch of flashcards and everything set up there. And the reason why I did that is because Anki Droid will stop you from reviewing after you've hit your daily limit. So you can always increase that, but then it kind of throws off your scheduling, and it increases some of your time as well. So it can be a little bit of a mafana, a little bit troublesome to keep it going at that pace. So I keep it a nice low level, download several decks, and that way I can review on a few times. 10 ideas on Monday was all about the 10 wandering thoughts. You'll have to listen to that one, but very quickly, it was mandatory exercises with your boss. That would be kind of terrible, wouldn't it? I think I need a day off because I'm sick of work. Ha ha ha! Funny. Whatever you're doing, imagine you're doing it in 15 years' time. Wow, insane. What species do you think they will use to use or implement a real world, lifelike camera eyeball in a cell phone? That was a good question. All right, so there's 5 or 6 more other thoughts there for you guys on July 25th. July 26th, it was all about a review of the weekend. We went to Space Lab, which is this unique little I would say it's a burger joint, but it's not really a burger joint. It's a family restaurant here in Beijing, and they sort of specialize in delivering your food on these astro carts, if you will. And they, the food is going towards to a kid or something like that. Here I have a picture of some of these of the inside here. Actually, that's the workers. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Here is the sparklers going from the kitchen to the kid, I guess on the other table over there. So you see that that car is zipping around there, and it stops. And this one was kind of funny because it sat there and it just kept on flaming, hitting the upper edges of the rail, and you're kind of going, is that safe with all those with the heat and everything against those rails? Good question. But here's one of the burgers that we had as well, burgers and a salad. Yeah, so that's sort of their calling card, if you will, is to send your food along these spiral roller coasters, and it delivers right to your table. You pick it up, you press the red button, the car keeps on going. If you don't press the red button, the next car comes along and crashes into it. It's funny. July 27th, Wednesday already, had an extra little soundbite there on the podcast. I'm not sure if you can see that with the live feed with the, there we go. Can I get the lighting correct? There we go. Nope, that didn't work. All right. Well, it was today's rain. That's what I was recording, because we had a rain. It was raining all day on Wednesday. Wednesday's episode, I also didn't live stream because it was getting late and I had connectivity issues later in the day. So I was like, you know what, just forget it, record the podcast and move along. But I did go out with people that evening with some colleagues and some friends, and they all noticed, like, first of all, your beard's huge, and second of all, you've lost a lot of weight. It's true. In this episode on July 27th, I talk about how some people like to do sprints with their runs. I hate sprinting, and so what I did instead is that after my 2-mile run, I actually get a skipping rope and I skip for 10 minutes. I guess I call it speed skipping, something like that. I guess you can call it sprint skipping sprints, sprint skipping, sprint scripping. whatever. Anyway, what I do is basically 10 rounds of skipping for 1 minute on, 15 seconds off. And I run like almost as if I'm sprinting, but in one place, of course, and jumping over the jump rope. I found that has done a lot, and it's a lot easier than doing sprints, real world sprints as well. July 28th, we are heading for that's a Thursday already. And that was a huge shout out to the coders and the programmers who are creating all this nifty technology stuff. And I was trying to figure out a method of live streaming and recording the podcast on my phone all at once. It didn't work out. There's no way for the microphone to split its feed into the phone recorder and an online broadcast at the same time. Now you're probably wondering, why don't you use like OBS Stream or something that, or Streamlabs or something? It is an option. I didn't get that set up just yet. But the other thing that I like about YouTube live streaming is that it saves the progress anyway. So some live streams, they actually drop the feed, and then that way you can't like, it doesn't save, it skips a lot. But YouTube seems to save the whole thing. It keeps on running, and then it publishes the whole thing, which I really appreciate. And I don't want that interruption in the podcast. I really like having that smooth audio, not something I have to finagle with later on or something like that. So that's why I was thinking it'd be kind of neat to be able to stream from the phone and record on the phone while looking at my show notes at the same time. And so here I was actually able to overlap some of the windows, which I think is fantastic. You couldn't do this 3 years ago with a lot of this technology. Fantastic to see how it is developing. So shout out to the coders and the programmers who are making all that stuff up, enabling us to be able to be so productive. Also began working on episode number 31 of my big podcast, which you should be able to hear within another couple of days or so. Just assembling and sweetening the audio just a little bit. And then finally, July 29th, the last episode of the week, was a lot about humidity, gold, crypto, and how my hamstrings hurt from doing Nordic curls on Thursday. Pain, 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 because I've never done these before. And since they weren't feeling bad when I did them, I just kept on doing them a few times. And wow, feel that. I felt that quite a bit on Friday as well. I talk a little bit about my workouts as well, the quarter Murph and doing some runs and some slow motion weightlifting. I've gotten into this lately, not heavy weights, but lighter weights and moving very slowly. It's gentler to do after a day of work because I don't have to like re-psych myself up and get going again. Instead, I can take it easy, do some walking in place while holding some kettlebells and some slow movements as well. Also in this episode on July 29th, I talk about August animation. This is another month-long challenge idea that I have coming up throughout the month of August, wherein I'm going to try to create a new piece of animation every single day throughout the month of August. We'll see. I'm kind of on the edge whether or not I actually want to do it, only because work is going to get busy. And if work is going to get busy, then I'm going to be very stressed and pressed for time. And I want to be able to dedicate a decent amount of time to this so it doesn't look like garbage, right? All right, folks. So that is it. That's a rundown of the 5 episodes of my podcast, the audio blog of Steven Sersky. You can see that on Anchor.fm. That's where I posted it. That's where you can hear it right away every day when I post them, and then also on my website, stevensersky.com. Folks, thanks for listening. I appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, and we will talk again. See you next week. Have a good one. Bye-bye.